knock a feller out. All right. Okay, part 2 of the deck teardown. Well, we got all the wood up. It's worse than I was thinking. Come to find out, there was 3 layers of plywood. Give or take 3 layers of plywood. I'll show you. So that's a bottom board, which don't look bad. Like the top, the bottom, looks solid. Might be able to reuse it. No. This is how rotted out that one section was. It's, well, rotted out. Just a big mess to clean up now. Maybe if I can get a hot enough fire going, I could try and burn some of this junk. But getting a fire going in the rain, it's going to be a chore. Plus the barrel is way up there, already filled with ash. So if I move the barrel, it's just going to make a mess. 2x4s we got out of there, solid. Some great looking 2x4. The support beams are good shape. This support underneath right there, I don't understand why they would not shove it up underneath there and support it. Because I just went to step on that and it shot up, almost got me right in the teeth. Just, it's stuff that I don't understand why people do. Like, seriously, look at this. There's a cinder block right here that was holding the deck in place. I don't know why they wouldn't put a brand new board on the bottom of the shed, skirt straight to the shed. There's no support beam down there. There's just one here, nothing in the center. There was no support right here at all, just that brick. Another brick here with a piece of railroad tie on it. Another cinder block there with another bricks on it. Another chunk of railroad tie. Big old 2x12, or 4x12, I believe. 3 by something, I don't know. That wood, junk. All that, totally junk, not even salvageable. That's probably the only good chunk of plywood other than that sheet that I pulled off this whole deck that might be salvageable. Other than that, finally got it tore down. That section I don't know about yet. Might tear into that. Might just rip it all apart. I need to start getting these 2x4s in so they can start drying out and, well, salvage those and use them. Because I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to run a 2x4. Run a 2x4 all the way from the top across. Which probably take about 3 or 4 of them. Just all the way across. Make 2 support beams coming out, one on that end. Maybe put one in the center, space it out just right. One on this end. Make a nice frame, do a roof instead of this deck that they did. The deck will get redone. It's just the right way, not crappy. Like, seriously. If I was going to build something, I wouldn't have just random cinder blocks placed. The ground would be flat. I wouldn't just leave the garbage underneath. Like, there's garbage under the shed. There's random metal, wood scraps. Everything was built with just, random screws and nails. Which I don't understand. All the plywood that was up on top of these 2x4s holding the floor down was screws. The boards and everything else that was not even attached to the shed was nothing but nails. So that whole thing I could have just pulled right out, stood it up like a wall pretty much. Now Crap. What I probably should do and make it quick and easy. So I just screwed this door shut. I should open the door back up. Take all this good lumber here, all the good 2x4s, shove them in the shed so they stay heated, nice and dry. What's up? Thank you for joining. We're having a fun Sunday day, or Sunday morning. Like, look at this one. It's not even stable. It's rocking back and forth. I'll show you what this one did when I walked out here. See, that support's not even holding it now. Yeah, I went to come out here and I literally stepped down like right here. Watch what that thing does. Surf's up, dude. No. But I got a lot of cleanup to do. So, first thing I'm probably going to do is get the wheelbarrow out. A shovel. Scoop all this junk up. Wheel it all the way up there where the pine needles and stuff are. Put it in the burn pile. Including this big old mess of sawdust. Like, you're going to build a deck and just leave all that underneath the deck? Why? I don't know. I wouldn't. This nice piece of plywood. Underneath of it looks solid. Looks great. What's that? Good to see you again. Rotted to shit. Not using it. Somewhat solid. Somewhat solid. Rotted to just complete shit. This is the Facebuster 5000 right here if you step in the wrong spot, like I did. Learn from your mistakes. Almost knock yourself out once. Well, don't try to do it again. What's under this? I don't know. I'm stepping on it now. Oh yeah, this one's rotted out too. Gonna be the next one to tear off. Gotta figure out what to do with all this plastic. Oh yeah. This morning has been busy. I'm trying to preserve the shed because what they did not do is normally the right person would build then a roof. Maybe the deck first, then a roof, whatever. No. They built a deck with no cover, so just rotted all the wood. And there's no gutters up on the shed at all. All the way around, just no gutters. I'm going to do the right thing. Tear the deck down. Because when I first started cleaning this up, this was my first project the last 2 days. And boarded all that up. That. The deck being the way it is, well, it was leaking in right there. That door someday is going to get torn down, put here. I had to board this off because it wasn't even there. I did all of this yesterday. And that's my project. Just turn you a little bit. Perfect. That's my other project. When I first bought it, it was just the clock, the cubby on the center. Added another one to the bottom, which trying to keep that out of the stream. I already know what happens when you show off a couple boom booms. YouTube apparently does not like it very much. Which I don't quite understand because people show short videos of their guns all the time, but you do it in a live stream, you get banned for 24 hours. Cold coffee, fantastic. And that thing whistles like no other. Drives me nuts. That's why I'm not in here trying to stay warm. Out here in the beautiful, what seems to be like Oregon weather, damn near. It's raining like crazy. And I think what I'm going to do is, I know this plywood is not the best of shape, but this is just an old door that literally they did not block off. They didn't do anything. They just kind of put some nails in it, left it standing there. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of these sheets of plywood and I'm just going to stack it going up. Just to at least block that door off. A little better than what it is now. Don't crack myself in the face with this board. But yeah, we got a mess to clean up. I would bring the truck out here so I could just load up all the junk in the bed of it and then take it over there, throw it out, but my brother already got a flat tire because somebody decided this was going to be a burn barrel spot one time. It's already full of nails, screws everywhere. Well, I already knew it. I moved the burn barrel from, it was originally on the other side of the fence because somebody put it over there. As soon as I looked at this, I was like, don't drive around. Don't do a wraparound driveway. Well, he did. Drove right around, right through that, got a flat tire, right around to the front of the house. After his tire went flat the first day, I was like, well, there used to be a burn barrel there. And I looked at it, and there's nails all over. I'm like, yeah, probably shouldn't have drove through that. Okay. Trying to get an idea here, because part of me kind of likes having a little deck out here, which there's no plywood to put on it now. But if I do it, these boards aren't going to have any supports. I'm going to dig out the ground like they did with this one. I'm going to take that one, dig out the ground, make it flush with that one, nice and level, all the way to whatever that is. I have no idea what that is, honestly. It looks like just a random piece of metal or whatever somebody decided to throw down, call it good, for a deck extender. That's the other small one that's about to get torn up. That's going to be easy. Just got to move that plywood and that propane tank and get that out of my way, then just have at it. But I don't know. I might... The support beams, like these two here, might take these two, run it from that corner out to this one. And I don't know. I might consider working on the deck some. I can't do a whole lot because, well, got one decent sheet of plywood, another half sheet, and I guess if I really wanted to, I could cut around some of that rot, figure out where it's solid. I could probably salvage some of this plywood. In the end, it's not worth it. Salvage all the 2x4s though. Out of everything, they used one pressure treated 2x4. Everything else is non-pressure treated. Seriously. I mean, if I was going to build a deck outside and it was going to get rained on because I'm not going to put a roof on it or a wall or enclose it, my first thought is pressure treated 2x4s, pressure treated 2x6, not plywood. Crap that literally just flakes apart as soon as it gets wet. turns into powder almost. Like, that stuff's so fine right now, you probably run it through a grinder. Okay, well, whatever this homemade Jimmy Rig crap is needs to get out of my way. Is there propane in this? No. Cool. Oh, I know what I'll do. I need to fix my little deck, because this one's still good. Yeah. Might actually do it the right way. Or just put an L bracket on this side so it doesn't shimmy up and down and call it good. I haven't quite decided yet. This one, oh hey, there's still a little bit of 2x4 left on that to salvage. Kind of. My phone's getting soaking wet to do some videos from my channel, and I really don't care. That's fine. Alright, well, I figured I'd give you guys an update, like I said in my last stream. My last stream, I was actually doing the teardown. Started with one board there, got this all ripped up. Now I'm going to rip this one up that I'm standing on. Which I don't know. I might leave it because there is enough plywood that I could go from this small one and just shoot straight across that way and just do a small little kind of a walkout kind of platform. Not have it going from this little bitty deck. Like, I'll show you how much they extended it out. This deck comes out this much. The add-on went out, well, that much. So they doubled that deck instead of just squaring it off or just running with this one. Which I think, actually I probably could. If I just ran with this small deck all the way down, sturdied it up, made it look perfect, kind of, I could still have some 2x4s. I don't think I'm going to have enough for, do a little cover though. I got to move all this plywood. I don't want to put it in the shed because it's moldy. But it's got to start drying out so it's easier to move. That crap weighs about 100 pounds when it's soaking wet, falling apart like that does. Shut up, Pyrenees. His dog's up there. Apparently they're Pyrenees. They bark all the wipe my phone off. But got more stuff to do. This random board filled with nails. Gonna try and rip that off. I'm gonna try and board this door up today so it's not just a solid chunk of rotten door with nothing holding it on, with the gaping hole at the bottom. Rip this up so there's not any more jungle moss trying to grow inside. Maybe see how many more Sawzall blades I can muster up. I already see one right there. Yeah, I'm thinking quit yapping and get back to work. Keep doing this fun stuff. I gotta move that sheet of plywood out of my way. That's gonna be fun. That's gotta go to that pile. That one, still got some life to it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I don't really like cutting into wet wood. Alright guys, this was part 2 of the deck update. I'll do another live video later once I get this small one ripped up and try to get a plan going, which Who knows? Might just keep this small one. Got enough 2x4 over there. Maybe I could just do a nice little cover off of it, which would probably be maybe 4 2x4s, maybe 5. Don't know yet. I know that sheet of plywood down there, it'd cover this section pretty much. Alright guys, I'm going to quit yapping and get back to work. Minus moving that board to that junk pile. There's a lot of cleanup. A lot of crap to clean up. And I got to do it all with a wheelbarrow because there's nails and screws in that pile. I got to load it up from here. Walk it all the way up this beautiful trail all the way to the burn barrel. I'd move the burn barrel, but it's full of ash and, well, I'm just going to move the thing, see if I can get a fire going. Why not? Some of the stuff underneath is dry enough. If I get a hot enough fire going, I might be able to get a small one going. Try to burn it, but it's going to have to get like inferno hot. Alright guys, I'm going to get off here, get back to this so I get stuff done. And catch you guys later. Keep you updated on the progress. Peace. ¿Dónde estamos bien?